Hi friends, this is Susan Kane behind the camera from Unbridled Racing. I wanted to share with you a very deeply personal and devastating story. This is my horse, Clint Eastwood. I foaled Clint, I raised him, and I've spent nearly every day of my life with him, with the exception of the time that he was in training at the racetrack and on a training farm. Clint was placed into a racing partnership. Wonderful, wonderful people who were interested in owning a New York bred racing horse and sharing the joy of thoroughbred racing and hopefully a victory. Racing has received a lot of bad press recently, and in my opinion, rightfully so. And the reason I'm sharing this story is because Clint received an injury that is, in my opinion, after a lifetime in the horse business, a career-ending injury. However, in another barn or in another set of hands, he would be poked and prodded with needles, drugged up, and every effort made to return him to racing. Clint bowed a tendon. This is his right front tendon. And there are a myriad of treatments available, from stem cells to platelet-rich plasma to icing to laser therapy to whirlpools to hyperbaric chambers to expedite the healing of the fibers that have torn right here in this tendon. And yes, all of those therapies do expedite healing, but they don't resolve the underlying problem, which is the fact that Clint, despite great conformation, great shoeing, and a training regimen that properly prepared him to succeed at the racetrack, did not suffice that he would have enough strength in his tendon fibers to hold up for the demands of racing. Here you can see this tendon profiled, and this is the same injury that Union Rags and I'll Have Another recently retired from. For racing to ever stop hurting itself and ever get on the right track, there needs to be honesty, integrity, and transparency. And first and foremost, a concern for the horse that is the heart and soul of the horse industry. This beautiful animal will go on to have a career as a show horse, alongside that of his 20-year-old mother, Dark of the Moon, who I retired as a broodmare after Clint was born. It is what we do with our horses and how we treat them that will make the difference as to whether the racehorse industry succeeds or fails. This is a horse, my friends, I personally have over $100,000 into. He is a complete loss financially. And there is no way anybody could give me any amount of money to go through all of the procedures that he would need to expedite healing and ultimately return to racing. Yes, he may get a race or two into him with a repaired and healed tendon. But I can tell you these tendons, once they are compromised, they will lead to a skeletal or structural failure, which will result in catastrophic injury. I would encourage all of you that are involved with horses to always consider your horse first. Doing the right thing by the horse can only be and lead to super good karma for you with other horses. This horse is not an asset. He's not a commodity. He's a sentient being, a living and feeling creature. He did everything he was asked. He tried his best. He had several wonderful breezes. He's got a big heart, as do most horses. And you can see by the expression on his face, he's concerned about his own care and well-being. What did he do? What did he do that his leg hurts all of a sudden? Why is he in this new situation? Why did he go from training to 5 days of rest and ice on his leg? Think of it, my friends, from the horse's perspective. Here's an animal in beautiful condition. 70% of the American thoroughbred crop has gone to slaughter over the past several years for injuries like this, and completely unnecessarily so. Together, we can take the high road and make the change and be the changes that this industry needs to see. So when you have a horse that gets injured, which most of them do at some point, please do the right thing. Just say no to drugs. When your thoroughbred is injured, retire, rest, retrain, and rehome.